NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right? Line. At their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Rodgers. That is, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script. Just to play one, it was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 41-yard line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mariota, they're throwing. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that whenever...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
My dad used to tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Packers going to go on 4th down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that are better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial some of those plays, try and go to the spots, and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mariota. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he takes this one away to the 30. 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That's what he showed up the interception to throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packersons are going to 8-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Rodgers for the sack on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, the last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up for the 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are within an extra this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Again, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before they take it back. The catch and run down more than 43 yards. Every defensive staff works on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They run zooming past that number there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos Davis with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Packers 21, Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
But there he goes, right side. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
Second touchdown in this first half. The Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are 0 for 6.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. The game is out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. He got double every snap. He's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside. 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. On the move past the 40. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster run. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. Pass midfield. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Pruitt from 4 yards out. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum.
It's to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
32 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. A first down throw for Mariota. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. So in the Packer territory now, here's first and 10 at the 34. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 34 yards. And the Falcons have broken out time. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead.
Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over the first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the catch. And yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 46.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Running right through him. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to air one out.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 49, Falcons 42. Mason
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
And they want this way upfield across the 45. They got 29 yards on time.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mariota's throw taken in by London. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. And we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. To the air again, Mariota.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
And he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Coup for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
3 yards remain for second down.
Rodgers going to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his heart. Got to totally command to make sure all eyes are on him. This is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Pass complete, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And we say it often, the interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie-down game in the fourth quarter.
This class, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Over to Pitts, and he's got it near the sideline.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's Mariota.
And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, well, you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation Play-action throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back up and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers. To the end.
They face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incomplete.
Forces run there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The 4th bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. To the air right away is Brady.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
Do this, offense.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? Sticking in the end zone on a running play.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On play action, now Brady. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Succo. And it's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Like watching tape.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like you...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Josh Palmer
from 10 yards out.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter. Here's another good example.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. Now it's Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. This complete to Jones. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. It's a window over. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Finding Otten once more. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones from 13 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady.
Green brings it in over the middle.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Slot man moves right. Brady going to go on 4th down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he got pretty
continue the hot hand and make them adjust.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Fine room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position.
We'll get that out to the flat to White.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady to throw again. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On 1st down, it's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He's got a man complete. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that's ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over,
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Throw left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I'll give him points for standing in there and making the throw, but I got to take those points away because he threw into double coverage.
Yeah, you took the pop, you're right, but that's one maybe you just take the sack.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And most quarterbacks don't want to eat the ball. They want to try to make a play downfield. I think your point is spot on. Take the sack. Don't force it into coverage. He was fortunate didn't get intercepted.
Finding space at the 40. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Waste of time.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Brady gives this to White. And he's got room.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
To throw is Brady. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point put through by Sacco. And the lead is now 24. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left goes Allen. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Herbert back to the air. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucs are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yes, folks, that is his third interception. And I'm going to use one of those overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Now a play fake. Brady.
Bucs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And this one was over a while. Kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. And help seal it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Play action, now it's Brady. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Fakes the give to Fournette.
Now Brady airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall,
he's got a man complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, third and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer. Grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's got a man complete, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point put through by Suckham, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. It's in prime time. This offense that gave the nation quite a show.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you dare look in the best, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 20.
Here we go. Right team, right here.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dump off to White. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
In motion right is Watkins. From the 39, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Brady. forced out to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Oh, it's real easy to celebrate the throw there, but this was...
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Looks for White, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Hurts and the Eagles. Tough spot here. 3rd and long. In motion right is Watkins. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go now.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Hey, check it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
150.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
So the starting field position was terrific. Surprising turnover on downs, but the end result only 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not is inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Down inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Sanders. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback in this kind of mix.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Brady. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Show 'em what you got. Show 'em what you got.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Touchdown! Rashad White as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Alabama.
We got that cheat code offense.
To throw is Brady. He's got him in, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But first down, Hurts. And he right rifles one incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. In motion right is Watkins. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in this phase, it just shows how difficult it is to pick up numbers on the defense. These guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined.
Extra point put through by Suckham. And the lead is now 24. Clock's ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing is Hurts.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to have a short field here as they take over right at the 50. Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got his man. It's White. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckham. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Burt sets up to throw it.
Being chased out left. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Offense on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Sanders again, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And Brandon, this is what it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL. That's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Brady going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
3 victories today. Landslide on the scoreboard. Emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Giving Simeon a second run. And they're in better shape now for 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And now here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41. Disadvantage. This defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
One way to cap things off, because I think this is part of the game within the game.
They see pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Hey, set. 72. Rip. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Shadow. Baby, here we go.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bucs try it on fourth down to come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were having in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. This fielded right at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they will set up shop. Excellent. Zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, here's White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Brady. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Brady. Caught on the slant, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ryan Succop for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up.
I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. No On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb, 32 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7.
return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from him.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Elliott. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 127 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now a give here to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They've got to get to the line quick. Final play of the half. Prescott. Touchdown. Tony Pollard as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Brady.
Well, that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Brady going to go on 4th down. He's got Otten on the out route. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. Brady gives this to White. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They stay on the ground with White. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now he'll throw with Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now a timeout called for the offense. It's just like there's some 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Here's Pollard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and there's... Second and 1. Here's Davis running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now.